Hi everybody! So here we are again. This week, rather than do a craft, I thought we'd do a bit of an activity for you. Seeing as you have lots of chance to get outside, hopefully. So what I thought we'd do this week was actually an idea that was sent to me by one of the Cubs parents, and I thought it was a brilliant idea, and they're called nature frames. And what you need to do to get your own nature frame is basically just get yourself a piece of card. It doesn't have to be a thick card. It can be parts of some packaging, some boxes that you might have somewhere. You could even do it with paper, I'm sure. But the idea is that on your piece of card, you draw a picture. You can draw whatever picture you want. So here, I drew a butterfly. Okay, and on it on the bottom I put, "We love nature." But there's my big butterfly with two really big wings. So it's helpful if your picture has two areas, because what you do then, you'll need some help for this. You need to cut out the shapes. So there's one wing I cut out, and there's the second wing I cut out. So now you can see right through the wings of my butterfly. So I've got a nice smiley butterfly and two wings. Then what do you do with it? Well, basically, you go outside and you just look for patterns through the wings. And you can take pictures of it. So I'm sure whoever's helping you with the cutting out won't mind if you can borrow maybe their phone or a camera or something that they can take pictures through. Because lots of you are sending pictures of what you look like after you've done your activity. So just to give you a little bit of an idea, I was doing this earlier on today. So it might be, depending on what you want to go into your frame, you might have to get people to help you and hold it for you. So I started off with my caterpillar in the garden, and this is just to give you some ideas. And I popped him on the grass. And this is a lovely first Wigton butterfly, because you've got the green grass and the yellow buttercups. So that's how I took that photograph. So I just took a picture of it, and then when I got it onto the computer, I just cropped it down to make it fill up the frame and printed it off. So that is my butterfly picture that was sitting it on some grass. Then I moved it and sat it on a plant in the garden. And there's my butterfly with its plant wings, with some little purple flowers poking through there. These make really great pictures, and they're actually really good to do, and it does make you look at things slightly differently. Here's the same one, only this time I've got daisies in the garden. Lots of little daisies and buttercups and things in my garden at the moment. Then I started holding it up. So actually what you can see in his wings here is you can see some sunlight coming through on the branches of some of the trees in my garden. So that's quite nice, where you've got all the different patterns of the branches and the leaves showing through on the wings of the butterfly. Then we had a beautiful, beautiful blue sky earlier. And we have a big garden with all the trees down near the bottom. So what I did, I had to get my able assistant to help me and hold the frame up. So here you can see he's holding up the frame for me to put a nice picture into the wings. And then I just photographed that picture, and that's what I got. So the wings of my butterfly have now got a beautiful scene going down to the bottom of my garden on it. You can do loads of different things with this. So after I'd had a go with the butterfly, you could make any shape at all, so long as it has a space that can be cut out. I've seen some really nice heart ones where it's just a heart. You don't have to write anything on it, and you can just see the different patterns that are about going in your heart. But here's one that I had to do for our Kayla. A fleur-de-lis. So if you remember, this shape is very, very common in scouting. It's called a fleur-de-lis, and you'll see it in lots of places. So I cut that out. See, I'm just getting my mouth in there. And again, I took this around the garden and around the place to see what kind of patterns I could put in this. And I'll show you the result. So this time I laid the fleur-de-lis on top of all the little stones I have. That happens to be where I parked my car, on some gravel, little tiny bits of stone. So that made that look quite a pattern. Then we also have a little bit where there's some fancy bricks on the floor where we park the car. So that is the pattern of our driveway. You can just see the edges of the bricks coming on. And when you get looking, it's funny where you see patterns as well. So again, just quickly, this one, now this is the top of our picnic table. So it's one of those picnic tables with the benches on either side. And that was just, as I was looking through it, I could see the green, and I didn't lay it straight on the table. I laid it slightly at an angle so that the lines crisscrossed a little bit. But it's actually quite fun just walking around with these and just seeing what kind of patterns you can see. And when you do start looking, you see patterns everywhere, and they make some really cool pictures. So, any shape you want to do, just get yourself some card. It doesn't have to be thick card, like I say. You can cut it out of some paper or whatever. Draw your shape on, but make sure you leave plenty of space to get a decent pattern so that you'll be able to see through the pattern or the space. And I can't wait to see your results. Okay, guys, so have fun with that one and have a great week. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.